welcome to my channel, welcome to another video. It's Monday. I don't really know how to start this video. It's going to be a bit of a vlog. It's Monday, welcome. As you can see, I'm at home. It is about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and you probably know, if you've been here for a while, I am usually working in the office on a Monday. I was not well this morning. I've obviously contracted some kind of sickness bug or stomach bug from Aubrey School. It's been quite a while since I recorded a video, to be honest with you. And what is my cat doing in my neighbour's garden? Oh my goodness, sorry, distraction. It's been over a week since I recorded my last video. We have not been well at all, so we are obviously in the stage of getting all of the bugs from Aubrey starting school, and it has been not great. We've had quite a lot going on. We are actually having new doors and windows installed in the next couple of weeks, which I'm really excited to get the results, but I am really nervous because it's going to be such a big thing. We've got to pull out all of our furniture. We have huge windows in this house, so most of our furniture is in front of the windows to some extent, because the windows take up the majority of our walls. So it's just going to be a whole thing. So we've been trying to like tidy up and like put things away. And also we needed to give them access for our like outbuilding. We have like an outbuilding. I always call it a shed, but it's like attached to our house, but it's an outbuilding and it's quite big. And ever since we've moved here, it has not been sorted out. We've had stuff in there from before our move that it just should never have been in there, but we've just never really had the time to sort it out. And since Aubrey started school, we've had that time to do it without worrying about who's looking after her, what she's doing, because that's the thing. Like, a lot of people, I think, don't realize how difficult it is to do these big jobs while you've also still got to look after a child and not take your eyes off of them for too long. So that's been sorted, so that's great, because they're going to be doing work in the outbuilding too. So that's been done, but I've been trying to get all this stuff done as well as not being well. It's not been a great time. So I'm just gonna give you a bit of like a vlog as to where I'm at this week. Just sort of come along with the week for me. I'm feeling a lot better now than I was this morning. I have had some mini cheddars and I've had a dry piece of toast, and I'm now trying to drink as much water / squash as I can without overwhelming myself, because I started to get a headache, which I assume is lack of anything being in my body. So that's where I'm at today. My hair is also crazy because I didn't take the dog for a walk first thing this morning as I usually do, and I checked my weather app and it said that it wasn't going to rain until about 3 p.m. and we went out at about 11:15 and got wet. Basically, I didn't take my coat because I thought, oh, you know, just going out in a t-shirt and leggings, I'll get like the nice fresh air, I'll be feeling better, I won't be sweating in my coat because it is still quite warm. And it drizzled, but very heavy drizzle for the majority of the time that we were out. We were out like far enough away that I couldn't really come back and get my coat. I could have done, but it's just because I wasn't feeling well as well. I was like, you know what, it's fine, let's just carry on, go back home, and I can change my clothes. So whenever you guys see me wearing this t-shirt, this is my F Society t-shirt, which, if you don't know, Mr. Robot is probably my favorite series to watch of all time. I love it. It's very dark, so if you don't like dark, distressing things, it's not for you. But if you're into that, and if you like really good like psychological thriller type TV shows, I would really recommend it. But yeah, whenever you guys see me wearing this, just know that I need comfort, because this is the comfiest t-shirt that I own. It's so baggy. It's actually when Chris used to get loot boxes. He got this, and we both enjoyed Mr. Robot, but I was way more into Mr. Robot than he ever was. So he gave me this, so it's super baggy on me, and I have worn it so many times over the years. I must have had this for about 3 or 4 years now. Actually, it must be 4 or 5 years, because it's older than Aubrey, I'm sure it is, but it's been washed and dried so many times in the dryer now that it's that really, really nice soft feeling, and it's just the comfiest t-shirt that I own. So if you ever see me wearing this, just know I'm probably not feeling my best that day. I'm not feeling bad now, I just feel very, very tired, and I'm going to take the day very steady. I have logged on to work now. I messaged my boss this morning and I said I'm gonna have to stay at home. I'm gonna stay in bed. If I perk up a bit, I'll log on and catch up. So that's what I'm going to do this afternoon. But to be honest, I think I'm just going to catch up with emails, see if there's anything major going on. And then if there isn't, just probably read a bit of my book. And that brings me on to the next discussion that we're going to have. Pretty sure in my last video, we were talking about this. And I'm pretty sure that I was explaining to you guys I wasn't really into it. I always loved Marion Keyes before, but I've had a big break from reading. I've got back into reading within the last year or so, and I'm just not feeling this book. I'm not feeling Marion's writing. Like, there's certain moments within this book that are making me actually laugh out loud, but for the majority, I'm feeling myself being frustrated. I'm wondering why I'm reading, and I had said to myself that I need to get to page 300 to see if I'm going to continue with it, and I am on now page 237, and I don't think I can do it, you guys. I started trying to read it last night after not reading it for days, may I add. I've not picked this book up for days, and I'm trying my best to be reading daily at the moment, and because this is my current book, I'm not doing it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep my bookmark in here, probably swap it out for a different one, because I've got some cute little bookmarks that make me happy. So this is like my autumn one that I've got, and that's just from Etsy. I think it's from Kelly Lou in the UK. I think that's her name on Etsy. I'll find out and I'll put it in the description box, because she's got loads and loads of really cute bookmarks, actually, all this kind of style. So very cutesy and sort of themed. So that's my autumn one. So I'm gonna swap it out and I'm gonna start reading something else. And if I feel like I want to come back to this, I'll have my spots in it. But I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna come back to it. I feel really bad. Like, why should I feel this bad about not reading a book? I think because I've been enjoying so many different books recently that it feels strange to be reading something and not be just devouring it and be really enjoying it. I think I'm kind of blaming myself for that, but especially because I've really enjoyed Marion Keyes in the past, it feels like this is my fault, but also I know it isn't. So, and I know it's not that deep. It's not that deep. So we're going to shelf this for now, and I think what I'm going to start next is this one, which again I think I showed you either in my last video or the one before, can't remember, but I picked this one up from Tesco because I love the cover, and it just sounds very cozy and cute. I read you the blurb on the back last time, and yeah, I think I'm going to start reading this today and see how I get on, see if I'm enjoying reading something else or if I'm just in this weird book reading, not enjoying reading slump. I'm not sure. So, but I think we're going to find out today. So I'm going to have a look at my emails and then probably read a little bit of this before Aubrey comes home. But I just wanted to show you as well, my mum has been giving me lots of Christmas books, which I'm not willing to read yet, but I wanted to show you what she's given me. So just bear with me 1 second, because I can see my cat wants to come in. So if you didn't know, both myself and my mum love Christmas. Aubrey is also loving Christmas. It seems to be going through the family, and she seems to be really enjoying it as well. So my mum likes to start reading Christmas books early. I don't. I will not read a Christmas book before November, and it's October the 2nd today. You can tell I'm very excited about this. So I'm very, very excited. It's spooky season. We've been watching Supernatural in the evenings, been really enjoying it. And it's just my favourite time of the year to be sitting at home with a book, with a good TV show, and just having some family time. And yeah, we are fully or just starting to get into that sort of way of life now. It feels like it's getting dark really, really early now, which is another thing. I like to be tucked up inside nice and early. So yeah, I will be reading books basically, but these are not going to be read for a while, but I'm going to show you what she's given me. I think these are ones that she's picked up from charity shops. She always tries to pick up some like Christmas ones from charity shops rather than buy any new. So this is the first one that we've got. So this is what the Country Village Winter Wedding, which I don't really go in for like wedding related books. I am not married. I'm not against marriage, but I don't have being married up on this like big pedestal that some people do, and I'm not that into weddings. If you want someone to get excited about a wedding, I'm probably not your person. I really like weddings that are very true to the couple, if that makes sense. One of the nicest weddings that I went to had a lot less of all of the showy stuff and a lot more of just enjoying the time with people. And I hope that makes sense. It's not that I don't like weddings, it is that I don't like the whole fuss about weddings and having to have the biggest wedding possible, and you know how people get obsessed with everything has to be perfect. I'm not that person. So for me, I struggle a little bit with reading wedding related books because a lot of the sort of build up and the conflict in these books are usually surrounding like, oh, this wasn't right and this hasn't come together, and oh, it's not going to be ready for the wedding. And that whole thing just isn't my thing. It's not my cup of tea. I just don't feel myself ever like, if I read all of that stuff in a book and it's like, oh no, the flowers haven't arrived, what will we do? My initial thought is, so what? Like, that has just got nothing to do with why everyone's there. And I know a lot of people don't think like that. So I don't think these books are aimed at me. But let's stop going on about that now. And I will read the back of the book for you in case you're interested. So it says, Claire Green and Sam Wilson are getting married and everyone in Little Brown Ball is excited for the event of the year. But Claire and Sam are busy people and have left organising their wedding to the last minute. Luckily, wedding planner Hazel Campbell has recently moved to the village. She had what she thought was a wonderful life in Edinburgh, with a successful business, a loving fiancé and her own wedding coming up. But when she caught her groom-to-be in bed with her best friend, she fled, leaving everyone and everything behind. Little Bramble seems like the ideal place for Hazel to start over. As she throws herself into planning the perfect country village winter wedding, she starts to find herself again, and soon she realises that a second chance at happiness might just be on the cards. So that sounds cute. If you like wedding type books, give it a go. I'm probably not going to read this one, in all honesty. I'm probably going to put that in one of our local book exchanges, which I think I've shown you guys before, but I will have to show you again. We have got some old telephone boxes that have been converted into little libraries and book exchanges, so I'm probably going to put that one in there for someone else to enjoy, because it's just not my thing, if I'm being honest. And then we have got, it must have been the mistletoe, and I think I might already have this. I think I do definitely already have this. So let me just read the back for you. Thea's parents decide to host a big family Christmas in a house by the sea, even though they are in fact about to split up. Thea herself is newly single, her sister and brother are both settled with children, homes and a future. But Thea's boyfriend has ditched her in favour of his pedigree dogs, and Thea can't decide whether or not she minds. There will be copious food and drink, holly and mistletoe, lots of bracing walks and a wintry barbecue on the beach. If it seems an odd way to celebrate the final breakup of a marriage and the moving on to new partners, no one is saying so. But then no one had anticipated that the new partners might actually turn up to complicate the sleeping arrangements. As Cornwall experiences the biggest snowstorm in living memory, the festive atmosphere comes under some strain. Will Thea manage to find some happiness for herself? Will the mistletoe work its magic on them all? So, is this... No, I was going to say, is this Trisha Ashley? It's not. It's Judy Astley. So again, sounds pretty cute, sounds a bit different. I'll probably read that one. It's quite little from, look at it, like 348 pages. Shouldn't take long to get through. I need to double check if I have this already though. I think I do. So if I do, that will go in the same pile to go into the book exchange. And then this one is the one that I'm probably most excited about. You guys will notice a pattern. I love the front cover of this. I think it's so cute. And it looks very similar to the other one that I was showing you. Look, you guys, I am a sucker for books with fronts like this. I don't know what it is. That like squiggly lovely writing with like a cartoon nice house on the front. I eat it up. I love it. And I know that that has nothing to do with the inside of the book, but here I am. Yeah, I love it. But yeah, this one's called Christmas Miracles at Hedgehog Hollow, and it just sounds so cute. And look at the little red door with the wreath on it, and the little plant pots opposite, and all the little hedgehogs. It's just my cup of tea. So let me read the back of the book for you. Countdown to Christmas at Hedgehog Hollow Wildlife Rescue Centre, and everyone is gearing up for a festive season to remember. It should be an exciting time for Samantha and Josh as they await the arrival of their first baby. But life at Hedgehog Hollow rarely goes to plan, and the pair are faced with unexpected challenges. Fiz's job at the heart of the rescue centre is a dream come true, but her personal life is a nightmare. With her love life a disaster and her past catching up with her, she needs the support of her Hedgehog Hollow family more than ever. As the snow falls, will Samantha and Fiz find the Christmas miracle they need to overcome their heartache and find happiness? That sounds lovely. I'm excited about that one. I'll definitely be reading that within the next couple of months, but not yet. I'm very, very excited because I mentioned to you guys as well, can't remember, I think it was a couple of videos ago, that we have booked something very, very special this year for, not for Christmas, but as like a Christmas activity. And it's basically you go and get on a steam train and they take you to the North Pole and you get to see Father Christmas. So we've obviously booked Aubrey to go. They get to bring home a little gift, which I believe must be age appropriate because they asked when I was filling in the form for Aubrey's gender and her age. So I'm assuming they will give something appropriate. So I'm feeling quite festive already, which I'm trying my best not to because I love Halloween. I love spooky season, and we are now on the countdown for Halloween. It's the 2nd of October. It's just, it makes me so happy in here, and I feel so sad saying that, but just knowing that Halloween is coming up within the next few weeks, it's exciting, especially because this year with Aubrey being at school, that will be half term, so we have booked it off as a family. So that whole week, neither me or Chris will be working. We're going to be doing some pumpkin picking, probably visit family. We'll just do some nice things together as a family. So I'm very excited about that. And then it will be Christmas before I know it, basically, after that. So it's coming along. I'm very excited, but trying to also live in the current moment. I feel like I'm waffling at this point, so I'm going to stop recording. I still don't feel 100%. I feel so much better than I did this morning, so I am going to go through my emails, like I said, and then probably sit down and read for a little bit. And I will let you know either later or tomorrow how I get on. I am really hoping that I'm going to start reading this Maeve Binchy book and just feel so much better about the whole reading situation, and find that I can sit down for at least 10 minutes a day and just read like a chapter or two and really enjoy the time, because that's what I've been missing recently. I've got so into the habit of sitting down and having that quiet time reading my book and just enjoying the moment. And because I've not been wanting to read my current book, I've not had that time recently, and it feels weird. I need to get back to it. I need to get to a better place mentally where I'm not blaming myself for not liking a book. I should just be able to pick up books as and when I want and just enjoy reading and take the pressure off myself, because I always do this. I always put so much pressure on myself and I always blame myself when things aren't going quite right. One other quick thing to mention before I disappear and do all those things. I went to the dentist last week or the week before? Last week, nearly a week ago. Yes, a week ago tomorrow. And I basically look like I have brand new teeth. I mentioned a couple of months ago on here how terrified I am of the dentist, and I appear to have found a dentist where I can go, and I'm still nervous to go. I still don't like it, but I seem to have got over my fear of the dentist. I can go in and I can get all the stuff done. So I now have, I was gonna say perfect teeth. I don't have perfect teeth, but they are in good a condition as they are going to get, and I am going to keep them that way. I am going to make sure that I go to the dentist every 6 months. I'm going to have my checkups, and I'm going to make sure that I really look after them, because I was in so much pain before I went a few months ago, and it was just not worth it. And especially now that I know there's nothing to be scared of, it's just, yeah, I'm very happy. I'm so happy because I've got properly white, or white for me anyway, teeth now, completely clean. I've had like the full like hygiene thing done, and this is your sign. If you are scared of the dentist, please find one that you're comfortable with. They are out there. So if I look a bit different, it's probably my teeth. So yes, anyway, I'm gonna stop blathering. Chris is ringing me. I'll talk to you later. Good morning, it's now Wednesday and I am just about to do a little bit of work and then take the dog out because he's not been out yet today. It is 9:10 currently, so I've not long got back in from the school run. And this is something that I wanted to talk to you guys about really quickly. So I haven't been doing daily or near daily workouts since Aubrey started school, and that is literally because I am doing so much more movement with doing the school run. I haven't driven once, which I've been tempted to drive, but where our school is, there is no parking. So it's actually like, I probably, if I bundled her in the car and tried to take her in the car, there's probably nowhere that I could park that's close enough to make it worth it. Dog scratching, lovely. So yeah, even on like a really wet day, it's probably just quicker for me to just walk her there, which is what I've been doing. And before I was walking her to school, she was going to nursery out of the village, so I was having to drive her. So this has been like a new thing for us, with her getting used to walking every day. And yeah, it's taken a little while for her to get used to it, but she does seem to be enjoying it now. But I have literally done nothing today besides the school run, and I have already done nearly 1.5 miles. I am on just over 3,000 steps today. So it's like I'm finishing my days now on anywhere around 20,000 steps with not really trying. That is purely from taking my dog for 1 to 2 walks a day, doing the school run, and just my day-to-day stuff around the house and at work, like literally just walking to my desk, going like nipping for toilet breaks, that kind of thing. I'm hitting at least 15 to 18,000 steps every day at the moment. So I've been less bothered about doing workouts, although I'm definitely missing the endorphins a little bit. I need to try and figure out exactly how this is going to work, essentially, but I don't think it's a huge problem. It's finding the time as well, because in my head I'm like, oh, if I drop her off at like 8:30 in the morning and get back here for 8:45, I have hours until I need to pick her up. But my goodness, does that time fly by. It like 3 o'clock rolls around so quickly, especially once you stop for a lunch break as well, around like 1 o'clock. By the time you get like started back in work again, you've got to get up and leave. So this is all new stuff. This is all new stuff that I'm trying to work through and figure out what is the best thing. I am definitely walking him in the light when I can. I do sometimes walk him in the dark, but that is purely when I don't have any other choice, and it is because he and I should also say that I don't walk him as far when I have to take him in the dark. Like if I'm walking him at 6 a.m. before I go to work, I only walk him in well lit areas around the village. I do not go off into the countryside like you guys see me doing quite a lot in videos. I do not do that in the dark. But that was a bit of a random ramble, wasn't it? But yes, I wanted to check in with you today. I've put a load of washing on this morning. I need to do a little bit of work, and then I'm going to walk him, which I think was why I started blathering on about walking and exercise. And then I've got some work to do, but it's nothing major, and I'm in the office tomorrow, so I'm not going to stress too much. I'm feeling so much better than I did on Monday, which is great. I still feel a little bit like run down and not my usual 100% self, but it's nothing bad at this point. Like, it's fine. I'm just making the most of it and trying, and this is the thing as well, like with my doing lots of walking at the moment, it's getting me out and about, it's getting me fresher, and I think that's doing me good. It's definitely colder today. It's definitely a lot colder this morning. It feels quite chilly, hence the big jumper that I've got on. Aubrey's gone off to school wearing tights for the first time this year. It definitely feels like it's coming close to October, although apparently it's going to be 23 degrees this weekend, which just, it's bizarre. It shouldn't be that warm in October surely, but anyway, I won't complain because it's helping me get my washing done and all that kind of stuff, getting it all dry, and it's nice to be able to go outside at this time of year as well. But what is on the agenda for today? I want to get this work done, and yeah, that's about it really. I started reading that other book and I've only read 1 chapter, and I'm so much happier with it than the Marion Keyes book, and I've just decided to I'm probably going to not finish it, and I'm going to stop giving myself a hard time over the fact that I wasn't enjoying it, because evidently my book preferences have changed a bit, and maybe I will like that Marion Keyes book when I go, if I ever go back to it. Maybe I'll like be in a better mood and approach it again in like a year or something. But for now, I think I'm going to put it in the book exchanges, because I have absolutely no desire to read it, unfortunately. But yeah, I've decided to let go. And I saw someone comment on someone's YouTube video, and it said something along the lines of, life is way too short to be reading books that you're not enjoying. So if you're ever reading a book and you're not enjoying it, there are so many fantastic books out there. Don't force yourself to finish one that you're not enjoying. Just go and find something that you really will enjoy. And that really resonated with me, especially because I was struggling so much with that Marianne Keyes book. But I guess it's because I've enjoyed her writing so much in the past, and there was loads of elements of her writing that I was still enjoying. It's just the book itself, I think, was a bit too slow paced for me. But yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm going to stop blathering now. I've got to get a couple of bits of work done, and then I'll show you how I'm making my coffee, and then we'll go for a walk. This is the situation. It's like this reusable filter that just sits in here. You put the coffee in there and then just put the hot water through, and it seeps through. So it is washed, but I'm just going to give it a little rinse. Okay. And then there's a bit of cold water in what's in there. So, oh God, I'm definitely going to break this thing, you guys. I'm not good with glass anything. So we've also got this fancy new kettle which sits on the top of the hob, which I don't understand. It's got the pressure point on the top so I can see when it's boiling. It needs to be between the red dial. Oh my God, I don't even know how to open this. Oh, do you just put it? Yeah, you just put it. Okay. So I'm told that I need to do 15 grams or thereabouts of the coffee and about 250 mils of hot water. And then put this back on top. Okay. Oops. And then I guess I just put this onto the highest temperature setting. We're figuring it out, okay? And then I've got a new set of scales, digital scales. So I'm just going to pop this on top, get my coffee, and apparently, obviously, you can get all different types of coffee. We just got one from HomeSense yesterday because we went to HomeSense, which again I wanted to talk to you about because there's loads of Christmas bits coming in now. So, oh, it smells good. So it's 10 grams, 13, that's 16. That's close enough for me. I don't know. We'll figure it out. If it tastes horrible, we'll soon figure that out, won't we? Yeah, there's loads of Christmas stuff in HomeSense already. The majority of the Halloween stuff is on clearance in my HomeSense anyway, on the closest HomeSense to me, because the HomeSense that I usually go to is slightly further away, but it's a bit bigger. But we just wanted to nip there yesterday. Oh, it's getting up to temperature really quick. Just to see what they had. We just literally went in our lunch breaks, took a slightly extended lunch break, and had a little poke about to see what they had. And yeah, loads and loads of I'd say probably about 80% of the Halloween stuff and the autumn stuff is on clearance, which is absolutely bizarre to me. It's the 4th of October today. Oh, she's nearly there. Okay, so she's in the red. So I'm told you then wait a few seconds or whatever, because it stays around that temperature for a minute. I'm just going to take it off the heat actually. Gosh, this is quick. honestly, you guys, I don't know why we need all this. I do like drinking nice coffee, but I don't understand the science, and when you look into how to get a nice coffee, there's an awful lot of science sort of stuff with it. It needs to be like certain temperatures, it needs to be a certain weight of what you use. Right, I think that's ready. That's dropped down a little bit now. So I'm just going to pour it over the top. I might actually move this camera so that you can see what I'm doing. I don't know the best way of doing this. Right, I think you guys can see that now. And we're just going to pour it over the top. And he was doing it around in circles like this. From what Chris was saying, we need to get some slightly different ground coffee, because apparently it looks quite muddy in the top here, which it shouldn't do. Apparently it needs to be, I think, more coarse, less fine. But I mean, it tasted okay yesterday when Chris made it. So we're just going to leave it until it's finished dripping. It's quite bitter. So I'm going to do a good glug of my syrup. This is just my churro one, which is kind of like the pumpkin spice one, but a lot less spicy. It's like got a little hint of like cinnamon and stuff, which I quite like, without going, I'll go a tiny bit more actually, without going the whole hog. And I really like pumpkin spice syrup lattes, but I'm not a fan of the pumpkin spice syrup just in like an Americano like this. This is why I like using this milk, especially in coffees, because when you want to use quite a lot, the calories can really creep up. This stuff is so low calorie and really nice, so doing a really good bit of milk in there. And that is my lovely cup of coffee. This is a horrendous angle, but never mind. That is nice. That is really nice actually. So yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this. I have just done that little bit of work that I told you about. I need to just double check what the responses are, and then I will go and walk this dog and get that done, and then we will see where the day takes us. That's nice. So today hasn't quite panned out as I wanted it to. There was quite a lot going on with work, which I've had to sort out. So we're on a lunchtime walk now, which is fine. And I'm pretty hungry, so we're getting this walk done. We're going to be out in total for about an hour, I would say. Done about 20 minutes so far, so let's get this done, get back home and get some food.
You guys, I was actually pretty sure that she said it was Tamra, but I was also getting my hair blown out, so I don't really know. I never said.
Hello everyone, it's Thursday afternoon and I am in the car, as you can see, driving to pick up Aubrey from school, which means it is the start of my weekend, which has not come quick enough this week. It's just been a really strange week, and because I wasn't well on Monday, I felt like I've been catching up the whole week and like I've not been in control, and I hate that feeling. I absolutely hate it. But we've made it through. It's all good. We have made it through. And yes, I'm very, very pleased to have work done. I'm of that opinion that I do enjoy going into the office, because I like the whole getting out of the house for a while and making the days feel a little bit different. But it just feels like such a hassle when I can do all of my work from home. And I don't know, I think everyone has a different opinion on whether they like working from home or not. But it just, like, nobody speaks to you when you get there as well. So it's not like I'm going in and having like this collaborative experience. Someone might ask me to do something, but they can do that on Teams. So it partly feels like such a waste of time, especially on a Thursday, because Thursday is the only day where we struggle with picking Aubrey up. But like I am glad to get out of the house and stuff. It's just kind of trying to get back in time to pick her up. But anyway, I'm waffling again. I am so happy it's the weekend. I think tomorrow, essentially last week, I took my mum to my favourite farm shop, which is just up the road from her in a car, like 10 minutes away from her in a car, and she never goes there because she doesn't drive. And I think that she had this idea of what it was and she thought that she wouldn't like it, and actually she loved it. And because I take her shopping every Friday, I think it's going to become our thing now that we go up there on a Friday morning. It's really quiet as well, or at least it was last week. And yeah, so I might get a little bit of footage of that because it would be nice to show you guys. The coffee in there is absolutely beautiful. They make such nice coffees, and the whole experience of what they offer up there, because it is you have like this outside area to sit and drink and eat, but there is also an inside area which is a yurt, and it's got a wood burner inside, and it's so nice and warm in there and cozy, which when it hasn't been really, really cold this year yet, but when it is really, really cold weather, it is so nice to sit in there with a coffee or a hot chocolate and just chill out in there, especially, like I said, when it's quiet. My ear just popped there. But yeah, I think that's what's on the cards for tomorrow. Tonight I am going to be at home on my own with Aubrey and the pets, because Chris is going to play football, which I'm kind of really excited about, because I will be able to just sit and either watch some TV or read my book. I think I'm going to read my book because I didn't do that yesterday. I ended up watching The Real Housewives of Orange County. I had the final 2 episodes to catch up on, minus the reunions, and I'm all caught up now. That's done for another year. The reunion episode will be out today, which I would be able to watch later, but I'm in no rush to watch the reunions. So that's going to be my life for the next couple of days, and then hopefully a fairly quiet weekend. I am going to meet up with my cousin on Sunday morning at literally the arse crack of dawn. and get under a blanket and cozy up with a book. So I will leave you here for now and catch back in with you probably tomorrow.
You had me at hello, 'cause where you go is where I go. I don't need nobody else. I got you, and you got me too.
You can ride all the blue. I wanna do what you want to. We can leave and run away someday, someday. I've been saving you, and you save me too. Yeah, I need it, don't you need me too? 'Cause I need you.
Good morning, everyone. I think this is the worst angle yet. Please bear with me. It's Monday morning and I'm on my way to the office, as you can see. I've had a busy couple of days and it's going to be a really busy week this week. So I wanted to end this vlog, but also I'm probably not going to record this week because it's just going to be crazy. We've got so much stuff going on around the outside of work as well, and I've got some work that does need to be done probably today, tomorrow. So I'm not going to have an awful lot of time. Oh my goodness, look at how badly my car needs cleaning. I've been putting that off. I'm going to do it within the next few weeks. Basically, this week we are having new windows and a door, which I've told you guys about. That is being fitted. We're having our porch redone. So there's some material on there that they're taking away. So yeah, we are having new windows and doors, and we're also having our porch redone. It's not going to look any different. They're just taking some of the old material away that's on the top and then replacing it with new. And tomorrow we also have like our, because we rent, we have like our annual check thing. So tonight I'm going to have a good tidy up and obviously deal with that. I think they'll only be in our house for about half an hour. But still, that's time out of my day tomorrow. I think they're coming in the morning, and then in the afternoon we have Aubrey's first parents' evening, which will be interesting. I feel like she has literally just started school and we already have a parents' evening. I guess it's to tell you where she's at, I guess, and how she's been settling in. So we've got that in the afternoon, and then I've got a hair appointment in the evening. And then Wednesday, Thursday they're coming to do all of that work. So we need to have stuff moved out of the way for them, ready for that appointment. And then Friday I will be taking my mum shopping as normal, but Saturday and Sunday I am on this hen party that I have told you guys about. So I'm not going to have the time to film properly without it being a mad rush. So I'm going to take it steady this week, and I've also got 2 videos that I have already filmed and not yet edited. So I think I will spend this week, in any free time that I do have, I will spend that time editing those videos to get them up. So I don't think there's going to be a gap in videos. I think I've got enough to keep me going until I record another I don't know what time we have to leave. I don't know what the plan is for everyone else on that Sunday. So we'll see. We'll play it by ear. We'll see what goes on and just take it as it comes on that Sunday. But yes, I think that is going to be my plan, and I think that every time we get into a new season, my routine changes slightly, and it always throws me off a little bit, and I think that's played into the last few weeks as well. It is starting to be properly dark early in the evenings, and it is starting to be properly dark in the mornings. It's still light enough at the moment that, like, I've put all my makeup on this morning before taking the dog for a walk and just getting everything else ready before I walk the dog. It was light enough that I didn't need a torch or anything, but that will be changing within the next few weeks when the clock changes, especially. I think the plan for me with my routine changing into these darker days is going to be that on the days that I'm at work, I'll obviously get up and I'll walk him, but I won't walk him as far as normal because I'm only going to walk him in well-lit areas, and that's only 2 days a week. So the other days of the week, I think my plan is going to be to get up at an early time still and do a workout, like just a small workout, because I've not, since Aubrey started school, I've fallen off the wagon of workouts and I do miss them. It makes me feel better mentally and it makes me feel better in myself. So I want to get back to that, and I've also got a swim membership that I haven't used since Aubrey's been at school, and I'd like to get back to swimming once a week minimum, if I can, on the weeks that I can. So my plan is, on the days that I'm working from home or at home, I will get up, do a little 10, 15, maybe 20-minute workout, and then, like, while it's dark in the mornings, and then get Aubrey off to school, and then once Aubrey's at school, as long as I'm able to, I will walk the dog during the daylight, and that will allow me to not have to rush. That will allow me to go with him wherever I want to go and not have to stick to, just in the village. I'll be able to walk him up the lanes and everything, which is where I prefer to walk him. It's where he prefers to walk, and we get better walks in doing that. So I think that's going to be the plan going forward. I will just get up, get into my gym wear, do a little at-home workout, get Aubrey ready to go, and then walk the dog after that. I think that's going to be my plan. I'm doing a lot of steps, as I've already said to you guys. I'm ending my day on, it's standard at the moment, anywhere around 20,000 steps. So I'm not too bothered about doing cardio workouts, but I think my plan is to just go on YouTube and find a Get Fit with Rick or a Grow with Joe or whatever that I can just easily do at home, and just not worry about it. I want to feel better, and workouts help me feel better, and they also keep me on track with my eating as well. I'm a lot less likely to want to eat like too much of the rubbish foods, because once I've done a workout, I don't want to ruin my efforts. So that's kind of where I'm at. I don't think I even explained to you guys what I've been doing this weekend, but I went and saw my cousin early hours yesterday morning, and we took some spooky photos for Halloween, which there was one spooky photo and then the other photos, there was more than one spooky photo, but they were kind of autumnal spooky photos. I'll pop them at the end of this video because some of them are quite cool. We both like taking nice photos. She did art at university, so she is better at it than I am. But we're both quite creative people, so that was fun. It's something that we've been wanting to do for a while, and both of us have had a bit of a crappy year. She's definitely had a very crappy year, so it was just nice to do something that made us giggle and something that we both wanted to do. It was just really nice to do it. So that was really nice. I spent Saturday with Chris and Aubrey, just like pottering around and doing different bits together, which was really nice. We went out for a little bit, and yeah, it's been really nice. We've been looking around different shops and stuff, and I think I've already said this in this video, but I've been feeling so Christmassy, and I'm trying my best to not go full Christmas yet until Halloween's gone, because I love this time of year and I don't usually feel Christmassy super early. I usually am so into Halloween, but I don't know, it's just, I think because it's Aubrey's first year at school, I know she's going to be really into Christmas this year, and I'm just really looking forward to it. I've put in a request to have a fair bit of time off over Christmas, and I'm just looking forward to it. I think that's probably why. I'm gonna love you and leave you, and I will catch up with you probably after this weekend. Like I said, there probably will not be a break in videos. It's just I've already got 2 recorded ready to go, so I'll try and edit them and get them up, and then by the time I've recorded another video, we shouldn't have a gap, basically, is what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to concentrate on driving and also chat, but yeah, I will talk to you guys very, very soon. I hope you're all well. We are going to be getting back into the swing of things, starting up this new autumn winter routine, which I'm looking forward to. I thrive on routine, and the fact that I'm not currently in routine is kind of driving me mad a little bit. Like, I'm just fitting stuff in where I can, which is fine. Obviously there's times that's got to be done, but I'm definitely better with a routine. So the next couple of weeks, maybe the next video I do will be like getting into our autumn winter routine. That sounds like a good idea. So yeah, I'll catch you then. Hope you're all very, very well, and I'll see you again really soon.